Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Vishal from Maharaja Agrasen University, Badi, Himachal Pradesh. Today we are going to discuss about the module International Financial Markets 2 Financial Derivatives under the paper International Business Operations. Students, after completing this module, you will be able to understand the meaning and concept of financial derivatives, understand the various types of financial derivatives, know about the applications of derivative instruments, and understand the economic functions of financial derivatives. Students, risk is a characteristic feature of all commodity and capital markets. Over time, variations in the prices of agricultural and non-agricultural commodities occur as a result of interaction of demand and supply forces. The last 2 decades have witnessed a manifold increase in the volume of international trade and business due to the ever-growing wave of globalization and liberalization sweeping across the world. As a result, financial markets have experienced rapid variations in interest and exchange rates, stock market prices, thus exposing the corporate world to a state of growing financial risk. Increased financial risk causes losses to an otherwise profitable organization. This underlines the importance of risk management to hedge against uncertainty. Derivatives provide an effective solution to the problem of risk caused by uncertainty and volatility in underlying asset. Derivatives are risk management tools that help an organization to effectively transfer risk. Derivatives play a vital role in risk management of both financial and non-financial institutions. But in the present world, it has become a rising concern that derivative market operations may destabilize the efficiency of financial markets. In today's world, the companies, the financial and non-financial firms are using forward contracts, future contracts, options, swaps, and other various combinations of derivatives to manage risk and to increase returns. It is true that growth of derivatives market reveals the increasing market demand for risk managing instruments in the economy. But the major concern is that the main components of over the counter derivatives are interest rates and currency swaps. So, the economy will suffer surely if the derivative instruments are misused and if a major fault take place in derivative market. Let's discuss the meaning of financial derivatives. The financial derivatives are financial instruments whose prices or values are derived from the prices of other underlying financial asset or instrument. The underlying asset or instrument may be equity shares, stock, bonds, debentures, foreign currency, or even another derivative asset. For example, wheat farmers may wish to sell their harvest at a future date to eliminate the risk of a change in prices by that date. Such a transaction is an example of derivative. The price of this derivative is driven by the spot price of wheat, which is the underlying. The basic purpose of these instruments is to provide commitments to prices for future dates, for giving protection against adverse movements in future prices in order to reduce the extent of financial risk. The transactions in the derivative market are used to offset the risk of price changes in the underlying asset because it is linked with the price of underlying asset that will automatically offset the price of financial asset. Thus, these instruments play a pivotal role in the capital market. According to Securities Contract Regulation Act 1956, financial derivatives are financial products which are derived from another financial asset or instrument called the underlying. That is, in case of Nifty futures, Nifty index is the underlying. SCRA defines derivative to include: number one, a security derived from a debt instrument, share, loan, whether secured or unsecured, risk instrument, or contract for differences or any other form of security. 2. A contract which derives its value from the prices or index of prices of underlying securities. Derivatives are securities under the SCRA, and hence the trading of derivatives is governed by the regulatory framework under the SCRA. Features of financial derivatives: it is a future contract between the two entities. Derivative instruments derived from the underlying financial assets. The obligation of the parties is specified. Derivative instruments can be undertaken directly or through a particular stock exchange. Taking or making of delivery of underlying asset is not involved. The delivery or payment is deferred, and generally derivative instruments are standardized, but still OTC traded derivatives are in existence. Factors driving the growth of derivatives. Over the last 3 decades, the derivatives market has seen a phenomenal growth. A large variety of derivative contracts have been launched at exchanges across the world. Some of the factors driving the growth of financial derivatives are: number one, increased volatility in asset prices in financial markets. Number two, increased integration of national financial markets with the international markets. Number three, marked improvement in communication facilities and sharp decline in their costs. Number four, development of more sophisticated risk management tools, providing economic agents a wider choice of risk management strategies. And number five, innovations in the derivatives markets which optimally combine the risks and returns over a large number of financial assets, leading to higher returns, reduced risk, as well as transactions costs as compared to individual financial assets. Types of derivative products. Derivative contracts have several variants. The most common variant are forwards, futures, options, and swaps. We take a brief look at various derivatives contracts that have come to be used. Forwards. A forward contract is a customized contract between two entities where settlement take place on a specific date in the future at today's pre-agreed price. It is a contractual agreement between the two parties, that is, a buyer and a seller, to buy or sell a designated financial asset at a mutually agreed forward rate to be settled on a designated future date. It involves entering into a legally binding contract to exchange financial asset at a future date with the exchange rate agreed upon at the time when the contract is established. Types of derivative products. Futures. A future contract is an agreement to buy or sell a standard quantity of a specific financial asset on a future date at a specified price agreed upon between the parties through a transaction on the floor of organized future exchange. It is an agreement between the two parties to buy or sell an asset at a certain time in the future at a certain price. Future contracts are special types of forward contracts in the sense that the former are standardized exchange traded contracts. Options. An option is a contract for the future delivery of a specific financial asset in exchange for another, in which the option holder has the right to buy or sell the financial asset at an agreed price or exercise price or strike price, but is not required to do so. The right to buy is a call option and the right to sell is a put option. For such a right, the option buyers pays the amount to the option seller called as option premium. The option seller receives the premium and is obliged to make or take the delivery at an agreed upon price if the buyer exercise his option. Swaps. Financial swaps are an asset liability management technique which permits the borrower to access one market and then exchange the liability with another type of liability. The investor can also exchange one type of asset for another with preferred income stream. Swaps are not funding instruments, rather they are used as device to obtain the desired form of financing which is inaccessible or too expensive. The two commonly used swaps are interest rate swaps and currency swaps. Interest rate swaps, these entails swapping only the interest related cash flows between the parties in the same currency. Currency swaps, these entails swapping both principal and interest between the parties with the cash flows in one direction being in a different currency than those in the opposite direction. Participants in derivatives market. The following are the participants in derivatives market. Hedgers. They use derivatives markets to reduce or eliminate the risk associated with the price of an asset. Majority of the participants in derivatives market belongs to this category. Speculators. They transact futures and option contracts to get extra leverage in betting on future movements in the price of an asset. They can increase both the potential gains and potential losses by usage of derivatives in a speculative venture. Arbitrageurs, their behavior is guided by the desire to take advantage of a discrepancy between prices of more or less the same assets or competing assets in different markets. If, for example, they see the future price of an asset getting out of line with the cash price, they will take offsetting positions in the two markets to lock in a profit. Applications of financial derivatives. Some of the applications of financial derivatives can be enumerated as follows. Management of risk. This is most important function of derivatives. Risk management is not about the elimination of risk, rather it is about the management of risk. Financial derivative provide a powerful tool for limiting risk that individuals and organizations face in the ordinary conduct of their business. It requires a thorough understanding of the basic principles that regulate the pricing of financial derivatives. Effective use of derivatives can save cost and it can increase returns for the organization. Efficiency in trading. Financial derivatives allow for free trading of risk components, and that leads to improving market efficiency. Traders can use a position in one or more financial derivatives as a substitute for a position in the underlying instruments. In many instances, traders find financial derivatives to be a more attractive instrument than the underlying security. This is mainly because of the greater amount of liquidity in the markets offered by derivatives, as well as the lower transaction costs associated with trading a financial derivative as compared to the cost of trading the underlying instrument in cash market. Speculation. This is not the only use and probably not the most important use of financial derivatives. Financial derivatives are considered to be risky. If not used properly, this can lead to financial destruction in an organization like what happened in Barings PLC. However, these instruments act as a powerful instrument for knowledgeable traders to expose themselves to calculated and well understood risks in search of a reward, that is, profit. Price discovery. Another important application of derivative is the price discovery, which means revealing information about future cash market prices through the future market. Derivative market provide a mechanism by which diverse and scattered opinion of futures are collected into one readily discernible number, which provides a consensus of knowledgeable thinking. Price stabilization function. Derivative market helps to keep a stabilizing influence on spot prices by reducing the short-term fluctuations. In other words, derivative reduces both peak and depth and leads to price stabilization effect in the cash market for the underlying asset. Economic functions of the derivative market. In spite of the fear and criticism with which the derivative markets are commonly looked at, these markets perform a number of economic functions. Number one, prices in an organized derivative market reflect the perception of market participants about the future and lead the prices of underlying to the perceived future level. The prices of derivatives coverage with the prices of the underlying at the expiration of the derivative contract. Thus, derivatives help in discovery of future as well as current prices. Number 2, the derivatives market helps to transfer risks from those who have them but may not like them to those who have an appetite for risk. Number third, derivatives, due to their inherent nature, are linked to the underlying cash markets. With the introduction of derivatives, the underlying market witnesses higher trading volumes because of participation by more players who would not otherwise participate for lack of an arrangement to transfer risk. Speculative trades shift to more controlled environment of derivatives market. In the absence of an organized derivative market, speculators trade in the underlying cash markets. Margining, monitoring, and surveillance of the activities of various participants become extremely difficult in these kind of mixed markets. Number 5, an important incidental benefit that flows from derivatives trading is that it acts as a catalyst for new entrepreneurial activity. The derivatives have a history of attracting many bright, creative, well educated people with an entrepreneurial attitude. They offer energize others to create new businesses, new products, and new employment opportunities, the benefit of which are immense. In a nutshell, derivatives market help increase savings and investment in the long run. Transfer risk enables market participants to expand their volume of activity. Exchange traded versus OTC derivatives markets. Derivatives have probably been around for as long as people have been trading with one another. Forward contracting dates back at least to 12th century and may well have been around before then. Merchants entered into contracts with one another for future delivery of specified amount of commodities at specified price. A primary motivation for pre-arranging a buyer or seller for a stock of commodities in early forward contracts was to lessen the possibility that large swings would inhibit marketing the commodity after a harvest. As the word suggests, derivatives that trade on an exchange are called exchange traded derivatives, whereas privately negotiated derivative contracts are called OTC contracts. The OTC derivatives markets have witnessed rather sharp growth over the last few years, which has accompanied the modernization of commercial and investment banking and globalization of financial activities. The recent developments in information technology have contributed to a great extent to these developments. While both exchange traded and OTC derivative contracts offer many benefits, the former have the rigid structures compared to the latter. It has been widely discussed that the highly leveraged institution and their OTC derivative positions were the main cause of turbulence in financial markets in 1998. These episodes of turbulence revealed the risks posed to market stability originating in features of OTC derivative instruments and markets. Exchange traded versus OTC derivative market. The OTC derivative markets have the following features compared to exchange traded derivatives. The management of counterparty risk is decentralized and located within individual institutions. There are no formal centralized limits on individual positions, leverage, or margining. There are no formal rules for risk and burden sharing. There are no formal rules or mechanisms for ensuring market stability and integrity and for safeguarding the collective interest of market participants. And the OTC contracts are generally not regulated by a regulatory authority, and the exchange self regulatory organizations, although they are affected indirectly by national legal systems, banking supervision, and market surveillance. Some of the features of OTC derivative markets embody risks to financial market stability. The following features of OTC derivative markets can give rise to instability in institutions, markets, and the other international financial system. The dynamic nature of gross credit exposures, information asymmetries, the effects of OTC derivative activities on available aggregate credit, the high concentration of OTC derivative activities in major institutions, and 5. The central role of OTC derivatives market in the global financial system. Instability arises when shocks such as counterparty credit events and sharp movements in asset prices that underlie derivative contracts occur, which significantly alter the perceptions of current and potential future credit exposures. When asset prices change rapidly, the size and configuration of counterparty exposures can become unsustainably large and provoke a rapid unwinding of positions. There has been some progress in addressing these risks and perceptions. However, the progress has been limited in implementing reforms in risk management, including counterparty, liquidity, and operational risk, and OTC derivative market continues to pose a threat to international financial stability. The problem is more acute as heavy reliance on OTC derivatives create the possibility of systemic financial events which fall outside the more formal clearinghouse structures. Moreover, those who provide OTC derivative products hedge their risk through the use of exchange traded derivatives. In view of the inherent risks associated with OTC derivatives and their dependence on exchange traded derivatives, Indian law considers them illegal. History of derivatives markets in India. Derivatives markets in India have been in existence in one form or the other for a long time. In the area of commodities, the Bombay Cotton Trade Association started future trading way back in 1875. In 1952, the Government of India banned cash settlement and option trading. Derivatives trading shifted to informal forward markets. In recent years, government policy has shifted in favor of an increased role of market based pricing and less suspicious derivative trading. The first step towards introduction of financial derivatives trading in India was the promulgation of the Securities Law Ordinance 1995. It provides for withdrawal of prohibition on options in securities. The last decade, beginning the year 2000, saw lifting ban on future trading in many commodities. Around the same period, national electronic commodity exchanges were also set up. Derivatives trading commenced in India in June 2000 after SEBI granted the final approval to this effect in May 2001 on the recommendation of L.C. Gupta Committee. Let's discuss now history of derivatives market in India. Securities and Exchange Board of India permitted the derivative segment of two stock exchanges, that is NSE and BSE, and their clearing houses or corporations to commence trading and settlement in approved derivative contracts. Initially, SEBI approved trading in index future contracts based on various stock market indices such as S&P, CNX, Nifty, and Sensex. Subsequently, index based trading was permitted in options as well as individual securities. The trading in BSE Sensex options commenced on June 4, 2001, and the trading in options on individual securities commenced in July 2001. Future contracts on individual stocks were launched in November 2001. The derivatives trading on NSE commenced with S&P CNX Nifty Index futures on June 12, 2000. The trading in index options commenced on June 4, 2001, and trading in options on individual securities commenced on July 2, 2001. Single stock futures were launched on November 9, 2001. The index futures and option contract on NSE are based on S&P CNX, and in June 2003 NSE introduced interest rate futures which were subsequently banned due to pricing issue. So students, let's now summarize what we have learned in this module. The emergence and growth of market for derivative instruments can be traced back to the willingness of risk-averse economic agents to guard themselves against uncertainties arising out of fluctuations in asset prices. Derivatives are meant to facilitate hedging of price risk of inventory holding or a financial or commercial transaction over a certain period. They serve as instruments of risk management. By locking in asset prices, derivative products minimize the impact of fluctuations in asset prices on the profitability and cash flow situation of risk averse investors. By providing investors and issuers with a wider array of tools For managing risk and raising capital, derivative improve the allocation of credit and the sharing of risk in the global economy, lowering the cost of capital formation and stimulating economic growth. Now, that world markets for trade and finance have become more integrated. Derivatives have strengthened these important linkages between global markets, increase market liquidity and efficiency, and are seen to be facilitating the flow of trade and finance. Thank you very much.